Ganun ba? Pakitaan mo nga kami.
Ito ng monitor na.
Sobrang puti, no?
Hepatitis B.
The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Malacanang is reminding the BIR, or Bureau of Internal Revenue, of its mandate to collect taxes after President Duterte's recent remarks regarding estate tax collections. We have Maricel Halili with that story.
In his pre-recorded weekly address to the people, the president was making the case as to why he backs the continued operation of e-sabong in the Philippines, when out of nowhere, Duterte called out the Tax Bureau for its failure to collect estate taxes.
Sa taxation natin. So, ang gobyerno can only prod. Hindi naman kailangan reminder sa Malacanang. Nandiyan yung BIR, so tanongin natin yung BIR, bakit hanggang ngayon hindi na kolekta yung estate tax.
The chief executive did not name names, but news about unpaid estate taxes of the Marcoses have been hogging the headlines since campaign season started. After all, not only is Marcos heir Ferdinand Marcos Jr. running for the highest post in the land, he has also been leading pre-election surveys. In 1997, the High Court ruled that the Marcos estate tax of 23 billion pesos is already final. That has already ballooned to 203 billion pesos. The president said government is in need of cash amid the pandemic, hence the need to allow e-sabong as it generates 640 million pesos a month, even if it has led to the disappearances of dozens of enthusiasts.
I make it public now. It's 640 million a month. And in a year's time, it's billion plus. Saan tayo maghanap ng pera ng gano'n na kadali?
Asked if the president was referring to the Marcoses, acting spokesperson Martin Andanar said the president was simply reminding the BIR of its mandate.
Hindi lang sa kung sinong politiko o personalidad, dapat sa lahat na hindi nagbabayad, habulin ng BIR sapagkat kailangan ng karagdagang pondo ang ating national government.
Marcos Jr. has yet to comment on the matter. His running mate, Sara Duterte, deferred to her father when asked for comment. Marcos Jr. said there have been a lot of fake news involved in their unpaid estate taxes. He also remains hopeful of the president's endorsement. For News 5, Maricel Halili, We Are One News.
The Commission on Elections has modified the format of its second presidential debate. COMELEC spokesperson James Jimenez said the debate will have 4 segments in total. The candidates will be divided into groups of 3 per segment. Each group will answer a question related to government accountability and domestic policy. The debate is set for April 3 with veteran journalist Ces Oreña Drilon as the moderator. In other news, private security personnel of Pilar Abra Vice Mayor Jaja Josefina Disono have surrendered after a standoff with police on Wednesday. Jenny Dongon with the report.
In this dashcam video first obtained by News 5, a PNP checkpoint tried to halt a vehicle driven by one of Pilar Vice Mayor Jaja Josefina Disono's personnel just before 10:30 in the morning Tuesday, but the van didn't stop. Because of this, 2 policemen pointed guns at the van, but the vehicle just pressed on and hit the 2 policemen. The 2 are now in a stable condition. Other policemen chased the van up until the vice mayor's house. Moments later, the LGU pleaded for help via the town's official Facebook page.
Harasan ta kami apo, palpalibutan ta ti balay da po mayura. Digiti pa yung pulis apo ti agharas ti tattao na po, uso da peti kuan. Bayasan iso da ti agharas ti tao na po, palpalibutan ta ti balay da po mayura. Iseryo apo, iseryo ta makita ti ibubraan dagiti pulis apo.
Ang ano siya ato bubraan.
Iseryo apo, iseryo inambos da apo dagiti lugan na po mayura.
A firefight then happened between Disono's men and the police. One was killed. According to Abra's Police Provincial Director, they are not targeting Disono, but the white van that was convoyed to her. They received intel of armed men within the vicinity, hence the checkpoint. They also denied harassment since the police did not storm the vice mayor's house, contrary to what Disono claims. At around 5 p.m. Wednesday, Disono finally agreed to let the police enter her compound. 14 different types of firearms, bullets, and licenses were surrendered and examined. According to Disono's lawyer, this was done to determine who fired the first shot.
Ang intensyon naman ay para magkaroon ng ballistics examination ng mga baril at ma-testing nga kung totoo talaga na merong dun sa mga baril na yon na ginamit para tangkain, no, na barilin yung mga kapulisan natin. And Vice Mayor Disono, after much deliberation, was able to realize, no, na mas ikabubuti na rin para na rin maklear yung sarili niya na
Fortune insisted that all firearms have proper papers.
I want to make it clear na lahat ng mga firearms ay licensed and she has the necessary permits to carry and the registration cards. Most of these guns have not been used, no? Mga minana na lang niya ito dun sa kanyang father who is also a politician dito sa Abra.
But when asked if the vice mayor has a private army, Fortune said that's for the authorities to investigate.
I'd probably just leave that to the investigation.
The provincial PNP said that due to the current gun ban, politicians should not have a private army. Disono is gunning for re-election for vice mayor alongside his brother Mark Ronald Somera, who is the current town mayor. They are set to clash with their first cousins. Meanwhile, the vice mayor has turned over 12 of her security personnel for investigation. The PNP says they are in control of the situation and the public has nothing to worry about peace and order. 9 areas in Abra are on yellow category among election hotspots in the province. This means that there is a current intense political rivalry. For News 5, Jenny Dongon, We Are One News.
We'll be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. You're back on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Philippine Consulate General in New York is again reminding Filipinos to be vigilant after recent cases of hate crimes in the city. Jem Avancenia with the details.
Assaulted, pushed to ground, and robbed, this 73-year-old Filipino was on his way to church when a homeless man in Manhattan attacked him. The victim believes he also heard racial slurs being hurled at him. The same thing happened to a 53-year-old Pinoy who was at a McDonald's along 7th Avenue near 34th Street. He was also beaten unconscious and robbed by another homeless man. The two elderly Filipinos were the latest victims of attacks against members of the Filipino community in New York City. In Manhattan alone, 7 hate crime cases against the Filipino community have already been reported, while in total 34 incidents have been reported since last year. Just 2 weeks ago, a Filipina was also beaten by a suspect in Yonkers, New York, which the police said was an unprovoked attack. In a statement, the Philippine Consulate General condemned the attacks, saying that this, quote, senseless violence has left many Filipinos in fear. The consulate also reiterated their reminder to Filipinos in New York to exercise vigilance at all times and to take the necessary precautions, especially when in public. For News 5, Jem Avancenia, we are One News.
And Bruce Willis is retiring from acting after being diagnosed with aphasia. In a statement, his family said that the disease has hampered his cognitive abilities, prompting his retirement. Aphasia is a disorder commonly caused by a stroke, which can affect speech, comprehension, and reading ability. The 67-year-old actor rose to fame back in the 80s and is best known for his role in the Die Hard franchise. The Academy has started its disciplinary proceedings against Will Smith after the slapping incident at the Oscars. The Academy has condemned Smith's action at the ceremony and has launched a formal review of the incident. If found to have violated the Academy's standards of conduct, Smith may lose his Oscars trophy and could be deemed ineligible for future awards. Smith has since apologized to Chris Rock and to the Academy over the incident. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.